G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 23 of our ATV Skater Templar playthrough, where this episode we're going to go turn some quests in that I should have already done but didn't, and then we're going to do Twin Falls through to the Broken Hills, and we'll see how we go for time after that, but that's the plan, and hopefully we'll get a little bit further than that. Let's make sure I put the correct bar on, and let's turn in a bunch of quests. Okay, there's Honored with the Rovers, so I'm going to buy the, some texts, yep. Going to buy the, what are they called, merits? Writ. Yep, buy the Writ. And also going to take a look at their Honored stuff. So, Arbalist I don't care, the belt with occultist skills I don't care. Maybe some rings. Calidor's Tempest we are using. However, as you can see, we don't really care about the base skill. This skill just does the hit, so when I cast it, it kind of hits things, which does bugger all damage. And then the Ignite, which we are scaling, or the Burn, I guess, wrong game, is where the damage comes from this. So, don't really care about Calidor's Tempest. And the resistances are kind of nice to have, but otherwise, meh. Amulets, we are sorted for amulets until level 100 probably. The only thing that's replacing this amulet is a mythical Azrakar's Sands, and that's not going to drop for quite a while. The other thing we can look at though is augments. Now these are all, looks like all rings and jewelry. There's some weapon stuff there too. We do have Voidvine powder on those. However, let's just do a quick search for fire. Nothing. What about burn? Could get some burning here. That's frostburn. Not interested. Okay. Jewelry. Where are we up to? Rings and amulets. Here we go. Nope. 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 This one could work. Elemental damage would apply to our fire, but I think we're probably fine. This one could be good, just for the health, but we already have piles and piles of elemental stuff, so I'm going to say no to all of that. And we will eat this, and let's have a look at our quests. We do have one to speak to Barnabas, which comes from... doesn't come from Homestead. Oh, this is the quest to go through. Alright, so we don't actually need to do that one. Alright, onwards to Twin Falls. Do I have my two little friends? I do. Good, good. How are we doing for devotion points? We need 3 more. So we will do this one here. This is a fight shrine. We will also go downstairs to see Kilrian. Kilrian's is a... I believe it's a crafted item in Elite. So we will have to... I think we already have crafted that item. But if we haven't, we'll have to craft it, which is fine, we can do that. And the other thing is, once we get out the other side of the what are they called? The Arcovian Undercity. Once we get out of the other side of that, we do have the Steps of Torment. Now, we don't have to do the Skeleton Key dungeon, and in fact, I'm not going to do the Skeleton Key dungeon, but we can go talk to, well, not talk to, we can go and kill our good friend Zarthuzalan, who has a book for us, and I'll probably kill him a few times. In fact, you know what? That's where I'm going to end the episode. So when I get to the end of, or when I kill Zarthuzalan, that's going to be the end of the episode, and also there may be some gear swapping stuff then, but that's where we're going to. And at that point, I'm going to farm him a few times, and get a decent book, because the book we have needs replacing. We also need to replace a decent chunk of all of this armor as well. The armor itself is kind of It's okay. We're not going to fall over and die immediately if we don't, like, instantly replace it. However, it's not good, if that makes sense. Alright, let's have a look. Vengeance, the Shard of Baranath is pretty good. We did get some blue legs, some other blue legs, a fire helmet that we can't wear. Alright, so Vengeance, +1 to Inquisitor, bunch of stuff we can't use. Somebody's car is way too loud. So Shard of Baranath is a weapon component. It gives you Baranath's Fury. What level is that? I may use that on another build. 55, okay. You don't need to worry about the other build. I'm not making videos for it, so don't stress about that. Less armor. That's more armor. Nature's Bounty, I think, is Heart of the Wild, and it's not a pet thing. So Heart of the Wild, and I guess the Chaos Res, if I had to guess. These Boots of Thorns is obviously the retaliation. I don't really care for the rest of it. In terms of pants, though, both of these are decent. 31% Aether Res I don't need. 37% Elemental I definitely don't need. So these pants could just straight up replace the Empowered Mistwalkers. So we'll hang on to those. And Dread Rune Leg Guards could also just straight up replace it. Does have more physical resistance. Decent chunk of health, +2 to Judgment. We'll hang on to those as well. And all of this can get back to that first tab. Alright, so I don't think we're going to put anything on just yet. Let's go for a run through the undead infested Undercity. Okay, objectives. Get through the area, obviously. Kill the 3 undead for that particular quest. Find 1 more of these. And kill Kilrian to get the Devotion Shrine downstairs. If we can find it, get the treasure trove that's in here somewhere. If we can't find it, then obviously we're not going to get it, but it would be preferable to have the treasure trove than to not have the treasure trove. Okay, first things first, we killed priests, because nobody likes priests. Alright, down he goes. The treasure trove may be just here. It's not. The trap is here though, obviously. So, being as how that's not where the treasure trove is, we don't really need to kill all that. Certainly can, don't need to. Our next stop is to be on the next floor. I'm going to do my normal trick here, drop a portal, run out here, pick up the quest, and then portal back. Now, I do sometimes continue running from here and get, occasionally I go all the way to Homestead. I'm not going to do that this time. We're just going to grab the portal and leave. So now once we've killed Kilrian, and we've got our, what's that, 3rd last, I think, Devotion Shrine Point, or 2nd last actually, we've got one that I haven't spent yet. Once we get that, I think we get the armor, retaliation, and more armor. I think that's what we get. So that one, next point I'm going to put in here, and after that we'll see. I think I'm going to do, once we're kind of at 55 points, I think I'm going to do a pass over the devotion points, because I'm kind of not okay with them. Here's the treasure trove. The devotion points are not awful. Firestorm Scepter. But they're not particularly good either. So what do we get from this? If we were to put this on, this is a level 50 weapon. Our current weapon, level 43. So, I have Reckoning, I don't care. The Firestorm proc, 3-second recharge. This could be good. The current proc on this reduces fire resistance, which is very, very nice. This one would have more fire damage, more burn damage. Has some cooldown reduction, which is nice. I think I'm going to make that. Or at least, what does it need? 6 seals of binding, never mind. We'll keep that. We'll keep the current weapon. I'm sure we will turn up another fire weapon in no time flat. Venom Fang we already know. And now we have another quest to turn in. There we go, we set everyone on fire. I don't know why, but this build, I really recommend getting Judgment early. It's so much fun to be able to just drag everything on top of you and then blow it up with Kalidor's Tempest. I almost think that I would prefer this build to not be a skater and to instead be some sort of like fire caster that, oh, he's in a hurry as well. Some sort of fire caster that just sucks everything into the one spot and then blows them up with Kalidor's Tempest and a whole bunch of procs. I don't know, that seems like fun. Of course, it doesn't always work like that, but it seems fun. Judgment is definitely my new favorite skill, or maybe not my new favorite, but certainly a skill that I newly enjoy, shall we say. Alright, let's turn off the, what do they call it? The force move thing, turn the force move thing on, so I can stop running right up to the target and not running through it. Okay, where's my totem? I think it's going to be up here. So we just have Ravenna Kerr left. She will be over here around the corner. They're all dead. That is actually a lot of fun. Okay, here's my totem. Forsaken Spirit Totem. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Alright, all the chaff I don't really care about so much. I'll probably regret saying that, but for right now, who cares? Okay, what did we win? Crimson Heart, probably don't care. Blood Rage's Cowl, definitely don't care. Jeweler's Saber, Glyph of Disorder. We're back on the back page again, which is really annoying. I'm just gonna go back to this page and pretend it didn't happen. Helmet we can't wear, weapon no, helmet no, necklace no, shotgun, axe, book. All of this stuff is things we can't wear. Alright. Okay, those boots could be good. Stone footing. So pierce, poison and acid resistance. You know what? I really like those. Can I? No. I can probably get some Chaos Res on my gloves. I could definitely craft a, what are they called? The Chaos Resistance chest piece component. So I'm definitely going to do that. But we will do that later, I think. Alright, so Ravenna Kerr. Let's just run through her a bunch of times, stack up some Aether Fire. Watch her burn. There we go. Alright, she's down. We've hit level 64. So we are going to be putting points into, I think, Inner Focus. Or potentially Presence of Virtue for the offensive ability. I think if we're going for offensive ability, we just do Inner Focus. Okay, this little hole here, if you haven't already found the treasure trove, it may be here. Right next to this hidden chest. It may also be just across this bridge here. Now, obviously our resistances are well and truly sorted. Why can't you walk across a bridge? But if they weren't, for Kilrian, you need Vitality Resistance. This is kind of the first boss that really needs Vitality Resistance. Treasure Trove also potentially here if you haven't found it as well. But yeah, this is the first boss where you absolutely need Vitality Resistance. He does some other stuff as well, but majority is going to be Vitality damage. I think his dart is also Vitality damage. Okay, so Kilrian, actually not that scary. I talk him up a lot, but yeah, actually not that scary. He'll put some gunk on the ground. I'm sort of trying to bait it away from him a little bit. He hasn't done it yet. There it is. See that purple cloud on the ground? You don't want to be in that if you can avoid it. Down he goes. Magistrate's Sensor, not for us. Kilrian's Weapon. Now this could be good. Mostly, well not mostly, entirely because of that Scorching Affix. Okay, so I think we're getting to the point now where Scorching is better than our entire weapon. So it's definitely time to get a new weapon to kill things with. That's a double rare shield, which we are going to turn into a nice amount of bits. Yeah, for sure. And we did just pick up another devotion, so let's get some more armor here. This is defensive ability, and that plus 210 armor applies to every slot we have. So if you have a look at all of these numbers, they should go up to 9, 12, 13, 7, 13, and 7. So 9, 12, 13, 7, 13, and 7. Okay, it's even more than that because we have the 10% as well. But as you can see, 10, 12, 13, 8, 13, 8. So basically an additional number on top of what I was saying. But yeah, flat armor on the tree applies to every slot, and so it's actually really, really good. I'm not entirely sure why the build guide says to take this. I am not taking that because I don't care for retaliation damage. I will consider this one, and I'm going to do a pass later on all of the not the achievements, the all of the devotions, because yeah, I'm not a big fan. But we're now out to the Broken Hills. Let's go get our last devotion shrine, which is going to be in the Steps of Torment. We could go and get the one that's just here, but I want the one in the Steps of Torment. And in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to kill this guy for starters. But I'm going to kill this guy as well. I'm going to run all the way to the next rift gate, and then I'm going to come back to here. So I've opened a rift there. Why is there so many of these things? I mean, I'm definitely not complaining, but it's just surprising. And because we are running to the next rift, there's 2 more of them. Because we're running to the next rift, we're going to run straight past a devotion shrine. And should we ignore it? Another? Wow. Okay, I'm going to be honest. It's incredibly silly to ignore it when you could take it, so I'm going to ignore it because I'm incredibly silly. And also, since I didn't completely forget this time, only mostly, we are going to kill Lutra the Abandoned as well. There we go, she's already dead, she just doesn't know it yet. There we go. Now I do often forget Lutra, and I'm sure anyone who's been watching for a while is screaming at me every time I walk past it, but I did remember this time, so yay for me. Ah, I crafted the imbued silver for this. Alright, screw it, we'll take it. Alright, we are done for devotions. Now I have 1 point available. I could just take Scales of Karma for 250 health. I could take this one for defensive ability and percent defensive ability. I am not taking retaliation stuff. What other options do we have? Targo, well, that's defensive. That's a proc we can't get yet. Let me see here. What have you got? 200 health and some offensive ability. That could be good. No. That could be good as well. The Phoenix is actually decent. We could get some flat armor and some percent health. That could be good. The regen is okay. This would help with our Giant's Blood and maybe Tree of Life actually. Percent health, increase regen. Percent health, increase regen. This one does apply flat regen. So we could actually finish the Tree of Life here. We could look at that one. It's just resistances, health and energy. Alright, just for now, I'm going to do that. But I definitely am going to be redoing these devotions. At least some of them. I'm sure overall they're decent, but they could certainly be improved.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for a run back and forth here. Blighted, Exalted of the Boar. If only it was Scorching Exalted of the Boar. So the Boar is going to be, I think, either physique or flat health. I can't remember which, but it's good stuff for health. Okay, let's head back to the Steps of Torment. So we go back to the rift that I dropped down. And once it finishes loading, there we go. We'll go this way, why not? It's a little bit shorter than backtracking and going the other way. Still not particularly fast, but it is slightly faster, I think. That could be good. Warding of Arcane Law. Decent chunk of armor. 2 resistances. Do we need to pierce? Not that badly. We are way over an Aether though, so I'm probably not going to use that, although, like I said, the armor could be quite nice.
That skill's not ready.
We'll go up here and get this ancient totem as well. Did not intend to use that there. Okay, ancient spirit totem. There is always a totem in this area, and it is always ancient. So if you are so inclined, you can come here, and it is a decent run to get to these totems. But ancient totems do generally drop pretty good stuff. Glyph of the Winter Fox is not what I would consider decent stuff. Okay, none of this is going to be good for us. I think we are getting fairly close to having full bags as well.
Yeah.
So I will come around here, I will get this hidden stash here, hidden spoils, and we will go back to town and empty our bags. Then we'll head into the Steps of Torment. We'll go say hi to Zarthuzalan, which everybody should enjoy. We are going to swap those boots over as well. And then the good thing about being up to Zarthuzalan, sort of at the end of an episode, is that I can kill him a few times in between and come back to you with some really nice items that, you know, I'm going to make it look like it took me 10 minutes in between episodes, but actually it was 3 hours.
Put it to good use.
No, I definitely wouldn't do that. I will probably just take the first one that drops with decent fire-based stuff. Okay, that's fine. Have some potions. Don't need that anymore. Alright, resistances. We just lost a bunch of bleeding. So actually, I think we probably can't do that. So I was telling you lies. That being the case, goodbye. We could have done it if we wait till next level. No, that's a lie as well, because we will still be short like 15% bleed res. So yeah, that's fine. Right, into the Steps of Torment. Apparently it's motorbike day here in Australia. And all the Harley boys with their look at me engines are going. I'm pretty sure you have to have some sort of complex to ride a Harley, and I can say that because I own one. Well, technically I don't own a Harley, but I do own a bike.
Yeah.
I can say that because I'm an asshole. Right, let's see. What are we here for? We're here for Zarthuzalan. We don't need the Devotion Shrine anymore. We do want to get the treasure trove if we can find it. I think there's an Exalted chest in here as well, but that may be on the other side of the Skeleton Key door, which we are not going to open. So I think that's it. I think we're just here for Zarthuzalan and maybe a chest or two. And let me just apologize to all of the Harley riders that I've just offended. Not for insulting Harley riders, but because you have to ride a Harley. I'm definitely losing subs for this one. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so treasure trove here. The other place it could have been on the previous level is sort of in this top left corner in the water section. I think it can spawn here as well. Don't quote me on this one. Regardless, we found it. I'm happy. Everybody's happy, except the Harley riders. I wonder how many people actually watch this far into the video. Okay, so if we head down here, we can go up this way towards Zarthuzalan, who we will be killing. There is also a decent chance for treasure trove spawns along that edge, I think. There's a lot of areas in this game, I may be confusing them. And we're going to head down here and do the Devotion Shrine, just because I said I was going to. It's no longer worth anything to us, but I am going to do it anyway. I guess it is worth XP, so there's that. So we can just go back and forth around this guy. Now we swap to head through the doorway. And now we just go back and forth through these guys. Who apparently really hurt. One hit wiped out of about a third of the health bar. So because you're so mobile, just don't go near them while they're... What is he doing? Okay, he's freaking out. Dread Armor of Azragor. Vitality, physical... That's actually not awful, just looking at it. So, because it's purple, right? Now, I know I make a big deal about purple is not better just because it's purple, but hear me out. That does have about 50% more armor than our current item, and it does have physical resistance, which our current item does not have, and it does have 7% less damage taken from humans. It also has that aura, because Asragorian tactics granted by item is a toggle effect. That gives us a bit of vitality damage, a bit of chaos resistance, and some attack damage converted to health, and I guess physical damage retaliation. So we could turn this into a retaliation build. We're not going to, but we could. Let me see. Formidable, always good. Formidable has 5% physical resistance on it, so I'm sorely tempted to use these gloves if only they had some bleeding resistance. And I don't think I care about the rest. Stonehide, I think, is percent armor. This is actually a pretty good chest, aside from the base armor, which is quite unfortunate. Alright, let's go through the middle here and trigger this trap. No trap today, that's strange. I'll take it though. Alright, let's go say hi to Zarthuzalan. Just here there could also be another potential spawn location for the treasure trove. We are now hated by the Arcovian undead. Now this is going to happen on a character like this where you have a decent run through undead area to get to a boss that you want to farm for even just an okay item. So I'm expecting, because we want to also get the Skybreaker circlet, I'm expecting to have hated much sooner with the Kaiman's Chosen than I normally would as well. Alright, how we doing? Yeah. Don't think he really cares too much about fire damage. That's fine, we'll take him out. Alright, now he didn't drop... well, he didn't drop anything I care about. So unfortunately I'm going to have to kill him a few more times. But, yeah. I did say I was going to end the episode at this point, and it has been more than half an hour, so I will end the episode here. So when we come back, I will hopefully have a replacement book. We've already got the skeleton key, and we do have an additional key, Valdoon's hat. I don't think I care about. Alright, so yes, when I come back, I will hopefully have a replacement book for you to all look at, maybe a piece or two of extra gear, and I will run through any changes to the character at that point. So thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.